and King. That is Love Come Down. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Tariq Elite Show right here live on Ustream, making sure that my face is not ashy and everything. I got on that Tariq Elite shirt. I got on the wine-colored burgundy. Looking real fresh for Mother's Day. You can get this shirt at TariqElite.com, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. I can't see nothing. You can't get. Wait, somebody said they can't see anything. Can y'all see something? Wait, somebody keeps saying they don't see something. Is this dude? Can y'all see me? Everything cool? Or do we have a brother in here with a raggedy ass computer? The brother has the Acer 5000. And he's complaining that he can't see. So it's not on our end, bro. Okay, everybody can see me. So it's the brother with the raggedy computer. Or he's trying to watch this shit from a damn T-Mobile sidekick. And I don't think this show can air on the T-Mobile. So how's everybody doing? We chill. You know, we just did the family thing today for Mother's Day. Shout out, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Folks are slowly coming on in the room. We had 500 people right now. Should have 1,000 or so shortly. I see you rising on in, people. Said they got a leapfrog. What's up, Shacy Renee? Love that name. Shacy Renee. You sound like one of them AKA chicks. You work at a bank in the daytime and you're an undercover freak at night. What's up, Rod? Well, King Maurice said I was fine. Oh, shit. We're going to have to ban this nigga? So, man, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Yeah, I got here on time. Now, a little bit later, when we get the room packed, I'm going to show the world premiere trailer for Hidden Colors 3. And I want enough people to come in the room because I don't want to play it right away. And then 30 minutes later, all the new people coming in the room talking about, you showed the trailer yet? So we're going to show that shortly. We'll wait till like 1,000 people get in here, then we'll show it. What's up, African American Queen? So glad to have everybody in here. And again, you can get this shirt right here at TariqElite.com. This nice, fresh dress shirt, the button down. You can get this at TariqElite.com. Ladies and gentlemen, TariqElite.com. Get your grown man look on. Get your grown and sexy on. Let me get the phone lines open so I can take calls in a moment. And we're going to chop up game. I also want to talk about that whole bring back our girls propaganda. We got to get into that too. Thank you very much, new brother. What's up, Rick? What's up, Tech? You say you never had a good relationship with an AKA? I've had some of the best times of my life with the damn AKA. Were you talking about? Wait, somebody said Dr. Dre sold his soul. What are y'all talking about? Who said Dr. Dre sold his soul? Niggas always come up with some old other shit. I'm very proud of Dr. Dre. Very proud of Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is going to be the first hip-hop billionaire, so that's cool. That's cool in the gang. What's up, African American Queen? You're an AKA Ski Wee. What's up, Sassy Ree? Yeah, we're talking about Dr. Dre becoming a billionaire. Now, I'm very proud of him. What's up? You said Dr. Claude Anderson came to Montreal last Thursday? How was he? I know he spit some hot fire. So I need a 4X. No, some of the shirts go up to 3X, man. Some of these big brothers out here, if you're walking around with the Ruben Studdard look, the shirt's going to be kind of tight on you. It only goes up to 3X. So if you're bigger than that, you know, I suggest you get one of the Olmec t-shirts. No, Puffy ain't the first billionaire. No. No, wait, y'all talking about Dr. Dre sold out. What's all that sold out? And uh, you say Dr. Dre should have donated to an HBCU? Why? Why? Because HBC, look, let's just be real. Let's stop all that because that's just nigga hating. I hate when niggas have selective consciousness. I hate when dudes have this selective consciousness, and that's fake consciousness. Dr. Dre should have gave to Morehouse or Spelman. When cats start seeing other dudes make big moves, all of a sudden dudes get on this holier than thou conscious kick that you're not living yourself. Dr. Dre hustled the game. He's a very good producer. The man branded himself into a position to become the first hip hop millionaire. I'm very proud of that, brother. I don't get into that hating and no. I'm proud of the brother. He don't have to do shit for me. I mean, goddamn. Niggas always want to make it about them. Let him get his money. Get your money, Dre. Come on, some HBCO. Yeah, he donated money to one of the universities. I think it was UCLA or USC, one of them. I think to the music department, something like that. He donated a lot of money. But the HBCUs, I mean, what's the damn difference? The HBCUs are white controlled. Let's just be very honest. The HBCUs are white controlled too. So unless we have an independent school that we don't have, I mean, well, let's not talk about what a black school is and a white school and all that. Basically, he would have been giving the money to some other white folks. So let's just stop all that. We got to stop all that random hate nonsense. Brothers get on that random hate thing and that, what is he going to do for us? Man, Dre better get his money and stack his money and do him. Because Dre had to fight his way up out of Compton. Dre done been shot, robbed, all types of stuff done happened to this dude. So I'm glad he's doing his thing. What's up, Malia Rita? Shout out to you. Happy Mother's Day. And now niggas are attention whoring. They're attention whoring right now. Dudes are attention whoring. Cairo Black, calm down. Calm down, Cairo. I contradict myself. Oh, here we go. I talk about black ownership. Yes. Then he talk about do him. So how is that a contradiction? Where's the contradiction? Anthology. Please explain the contradiction. I would like to hear this contradiction. Cairo, I'm going to ban you if you keep trolling, dude. Because this is not the attention whore hour. I know that a lot of brothers do not get the attention they need. I know that a lot of brothers are put into a childlike position where they have to act out for attention. But nigga, this is not a family intervention. We're chopping up game here. This is not temper tantrum nigga time. All right, so just chill. I'm not playing with you young niggas, man. I'm not playing with niggas today on that little boy shit. But Dre sold out how? Well, you say Dre sold out, but sold out how? What's up, Rock Lizzle? This is why I'm going to get that website with the online think tank, man, so we can chop up game without dealing with attention whoring dudes and trolls. That's the main reason why I'm going to get that shit running pretty soon. Dre should support his own. Support his own how? Explain that. Point number one, he no longer owns a product. That's a contradiction in philosophy. No, it's not. I mean, he's the brand. Other people backed him. So he didn't own the brand outright. He never owned the brand outright. I mean, other people like the Jimmy Iovians, all these people backed his brand. Like the Monster Headphone Company, they backed his brand. You dig? So what are y'all talking about? He owned his own. What are y'all talking about? You got to explain. See, niggas are throwing out a bunch of plantation slogans. Niggas are throwing out a whole bunch of plantation slogans. That's what dusty niggas do. See, I know when y'all see another brother make real big moves, that plantation jealousy pops in. And that's something that we're going to have to stop doing. That's something you're going to have to stop doing. It's plantation jargon. What a given to your own. I mean, the whole community should be thinking like that. See that I don't buy that, dude. I'm not that dude who's gonna go along with the nigga hating. That's hating, dude. Because you ain't doing nothing to create no businesses. See, my thing is I don't point the finger at cats and criticize them for doing something that I ain't doing or not doing something that I'm not doing. See, that's that crab in the barrel mentality. All this shit about what Dr. Dre should do. Dr. Dre should stack his money. Dr. Dre should stack his money. And he hires black folks. My dude Fuzzy works for Dre. So Dre, he employs a whole bunch of black folks because I kind of know some inside shit. And, you know, you're just talking from a dusty nigger perspective. But the thing is, what it is, you don't give a fuck about the community. And when dudes start talking that, hey, what about the community? Y'all niggas don't give a fuck about the community. You just want to see another nigga throw away his money on some bullshit. I hate when niggas have that fake selective consciousness. You only get it when another... You one of those dudes, and black men got to get off this bullshit. Fuzzy Fantabulous from Power 106. He used to be on Power 106, but now he works for Dre full time. And these dudes get this fake selective consciousness. Okay, Anthology, what's your website, brother? Since you got your own business, you generate 6 figures. What's your website so we can see your business, so we can support you? Anthology, what's your website, fam? I want to see Anthology's business with your 6 figures. What's your website, Anthology? Let's see how you balling out with your own business. I got my browser up, Anthology. I got my hands ready to type. What's your website? Damn, you got quiet, Anthology. You got quiet. You wish I was that stupid. What's so stupid? What are you talking about? You said you got a business. You got 6 figures. If you balling out like that, your business has to be public. So what's your business? That's what I thought, Anthology. That's what I thought, Anthology. That's what I thought, nigga. See, when you start calling people out, niggas always internet balling. If you listen to niggas on the internet, they got all types of businesses. They got a whole little Black Wall Street going on in their neighborhood. They got all the brand new Bentleys and Jettas and all the new cars. They got all the new weed that ain't nobody else got. They got all the shit if you listen to them. Got real quiet, didn't he? His ass got real quiet. Dusty nigga shit. Dusty, it's a what Anthology. You know what else is a non sequitur? Me banning your non-business having ass. There you go. Anthology, I just banned your ass. So now you can go run your non-business by yourself. There you go. That nigga got real quiet. I got my own business running it for 6 years. I make 6 figures. When niggas, when you hear somebody talking about 6 and 7 figures, that's always a red flag. That's a lying ass niggas love saying that. That's why I knew it was a lie. That's a common nigga lie. And they never have proof. They never have proof. But again, I'm proud of Dre. I'm proud of Dre doing his thing. I do get on UPA. I'm just real busy, bro. I'm handling a bunch of business. I'm just getting this movie finished and knocked out. So your lady was treated rudely in Lower Manhattan. You went home and addressed it online. They offered us to roll out the red carpet, come back. Okay. You going to Jamaica for a wedding? It's going to be a bunch of single women. Oh man, you're going to have a good time out there. Nigga, you better get it in out there. We're going to talk about that whole Nigeria thing in a minute. We're going to talk about that whole Nigeria thing in a minute. What's up, Top Seed? And say Anthology to hire Tommy from Martin. Hilarious. But Hidden Colors 3 is going to be out June 26th. All right? Hidden Colors 3 is going to be out in theaters, limited time only, select cities. I'm going to have all of that to you this week. June 26th. I can tell you now it's going to be in Atlanta, possibly that Friday in Atlanta as well. It's going to be in Detroit. It's going to be in Chicago that Friday, the 27th. So it's going to be the 26th and the 27th. You guys got to go see it. And we're going to have the exact dates and the locations on the website on hiddencolorsfilm.com. We'll have that on this week when we get everything confirmed. It's playing in 2 spots in D.C. because last time in D.C., it sold out so fast. And I mean, the people were pissed off. There was like a line at the theater. People were real upset. So we got it playing in 2 theaters in D.C. Got it? And that's June 26th. You going to Costa Rica for 30 days? Man, you're going to love it. The food down there is excellent in Costa Rica. Costa Rica is beautiful. It rains a lot out there, though. I don't think there's a real big Hidden Colors crowd in Birmingham, to be honest. We're going to have it in a minute. We're going to have the trailer in a minute. Oh, yeah, we're going to have it out here in L.A., too. Same place, Music Hall Theater. Philly, yes, it's going to be in Philly as well. And Oakland, too. It's going to be up in Oakland. It's going to be at a theater in Oakland. And that's going to be on the 26th. Now, after I play the trailer, which, again, we're still waiting on that. When we get a little over 1,000 people, we'll bust that trailer out. And we need to spread it. We got to spread this thing. Make it go viral. Make the trailer go viral to let everybody know what's popping, because we're going hard in the paint on this one. We need people to just, I need you to put it on your Twitter, put it on your Instagram. I need the family to put it on your Facebook page. I need the family to send it to World Star, to send all those places. Send the video, send the trailer to all of those spots so we can really, really get it on out there and chop up some real game. Because, again, the coon train is pathetic. Every week is somebody hopping on the coon train. Every week we got somebody making excuses for Donald Sterling, making excuses for Cliven Bundy. I mean, the excuses are just ridiculous. So, Hidden Colors 3, man, we're going there. We're not playing the coon role. We're not acting scared. We're bringing the real heat, man. We're bringing the real heat. What's up, Knight? What you say, call you the fake coon? Let me be the fake coon in debating arguments. We need some education to deal with them. I know, but the coons are distractions, though, and we got to know that. We got to understand and identify the coons, and we got to sidestep them. That's why I always tell people, the Larry Elders and all of those people, don't even waste time arguing with them. We just make fun of them and just keep it pushing. Laugh at them for the jokes they are. Like the Jesse Lee Petersons, these people are jokes. These are people that you don't really have a real debate with these cats. They're jokes. Their job is to basically racially troll you. No matter what you say, no matter what logic you have, their job is to be adversarial just for the sake of being adversarial to anything black or any kind of black progress. That's their job. So we shouldn't even waste too much energy on them. They're pawns of white supremacy. The white supremacists put them in the forefront so they can hide criticisms of being called a white supremacist. Jay Prince, you bought a Larry Elder book? Good Lord, man. Well, what happened in your life when you reading a book by Larry Elder? Yeah, it will be. It'll be available pretty soon. Did y'all, speaking of white supremacy, did y'all see that boxers, this white dude, he's an internet troll, and he's a wannabe boxer, and he's a little white supremacist. He's always saying little racist stuff. A white cat named Charlie Z. He tried to troll box. What's that boxer's name? Deshaun. What's that? Goddamn, I can't think of his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. His brother. What's that brother? Whooped his ass. It was on TMZ. Say, am I going to donate to Umar's school? I talked about that a few weeks ago. Giving to and I've always talked about that. I've always talked about helping out the brothers' school. Somebody sent me a video of a lecture that Umar did down in Miami. Umar, I think what he was saying was kind of halfway joking, but I'm gonna have to holler at him about something that was said down in Miami about his school. I'm gonna have to holler at him about that because a couple of people sent me something that was kind of said indirectly. But yeah, when his school pops off, I've always said I'm gonna support the brother's school. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. You know, I've been a big cheerleader for the brother's stuff. I don't think it will be in the theaters down in Miami. Deontay Wilder, that's his name. Deontay Wilder. Yeah, that's his name. This dude, Charlie Z, he's an internet troll, and he says a lot of racial stuff, and people try to say, well, he's mentally ill and all this. Ain't shit wrong with that Charlie Z dude. Ain't shit wrong with him. The Charlie Z dude, what he tries to do, he tries to sucker punch people and run. He tries to sucker punch people and he tries to do it and run. And what happened, see, the thing is, in the mind of a white supremacist, any win over a black person, even if it's an unfair win, it's still a win. They'll take that. They'll take that. Yeah, K. Prattis, I heard that. And I'm like, I don't know if my man was kind of joking by saying that. You dig? I don't know if my man was joking saying that or just kind of being tongue-in-cheek, so that's why I didn't really trip on it too hard. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, you know, it could be taken a certain way. Yeah, it could be taken a certain way. I didn't trip too hard on it, but, you know, it could have been taken a certain way. You dig? And that's something that my brother don't want to do. He don't want to go down that road. You know, but I got the utmost respect for the player. You know. No, it's nothing. It's not even no biggie. It was just something, you know. Wasn't no biggie. A couple of people sent me something. It's no biggie. But, you know, Jay Prince, nah. Nah. Heard about a white chick. But like I was saying, I was talking about Charlie Z. This Charlie Z. Again, with the white supremacists, any kind of win is a good win. Even if it's that's why a lot of people who are white supremacists, they'll target black kids and they'll target black elderly people. Just like this is a black woman down in Houston. I think it was in Houston or Dallas, somewhere down in Texas. A black woman who was 93 years old got killed by the police. The sister, I think she had a gun, but she didn't point it at the cop. But the cop told her to drop the gun, according to what they said. I'm just going by what the cop said. I don't find no reason for them to shoot a damn 93-year-old woman to death. But they shot a 93-year-old black woman down in Texas. So that's how the white supremacists get down, man. They go after the elderly, and they go after the young black folks, black children. What are you looking for? And again, the mind of a white supremacist is cowardly by definition. So this Charlie Z dude, he's a wannabe boxer / internet troll, and what he wants to do, he knows that in the white supremacist world, like the Stormfront and all that shit, he'll become a hero if he can knock a black person out. And they're tired of targeting the kids. Because that, now you're looking, that looks real funny style. You keep targeting the Trayvons and the Jordan Russell Davises and the elderly people. So he's like, if he can get a black male, if they can get a black man and knock him out, even sucker punch him or whatever, that's still a win to a white supremacist. So this Charlie Z dude tried to get into a sparring match with Floyd Mayweather Sr. They were at some gym. I think they were at a gym in Vegas. So this Charlie Z dude, he thought, okay, well, hell, Floyd Mayweather Sr. is like in his 60s, so I can take him. So he got in the ring. They were like in a sparring ring. And he rushed Floyd Sr. He rushed him. Tried to do a cheap shot on him. The thing is, Floyd Sr. ended up whooping his ass. You know them old black men don't really fuck around like that. So Floyd Sr. ended up putting them things on him a little bit. So when Floyd Sr. got through putting them things on him, Floyd Sr. turned around and walked off. The dude ran up from behind and socked Floyd Sr. So another dude in the gym started smacking this Charlie Z dude up. They started getting in his ass. You can see it. There's a video of it on the internet. So the dude tried to run up and sucker punch Floyd Sr. And what happened, he was trolling Deshaun, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. The Wilder dude. Wilder. He was trolling Wilder. And Wilder's a beast. And he went to the gym. So it ain't like he's crazy, he got balls. What he does, he'll take an L as long as he can possibly get one good cheap shot in. As long as he can get a cheap shot in, that's a win to him and other white supremacists. So he went to the gym where Wilder was. And he was like, yeah, let's do a fight. And then he tried to punk out the fight. And then when Wilder was getting in the ring, he tried to do a cheap shot on Wilder. But Wilder caught his ass with a right. Then the dude literally, Deontay Wilder, exactly. So then the Charlie Z dude literally ran out the ring and out the door. They got him back in there. Deontay started whooping his ass. I mean, literally knocking this motherfucker all across the room and all this old shit. Literally knocking him across the room. What's up, HNIC? So people are saying this dude, the Charlie Z dude, has mental issues. He ain't shit wrong with him other than being a cowardly white supremacist who's trying to... If you ain't got sense, you would not run. You got sense enough to get your ass away from an ass whooping. When you getting your ass whooped, you know how to run. So you ain't that crazy. You ain't that crazy. What's up? You say Zimmerman's friend Frank Taffy admitted it was about race. Taffy, fuck Frank Taffy. Frank Taffy is trying to get his trolling ass back on television now. Frank Taffy is trying to get on television because what happened was everybody suspected Taffy, who was Zimmerman's so-called best friend. They kept putting him on all of these networks as Zimmerman's best friend. And everybody kept denying race was a factor. And then a video or an audio surfaced of Frank Taffy using, saying nigga and nigga this. I mean, just all of the white supremacist shit came right on out. They found the video or the clip. okay, who's that? Then they immediately dropped him from all the networks. They dropped him from all the networks. They stopped putting him on TV. Immediately, right when those things came out, they immediately dropped his ass because now he couldn't hide that whole white supremacist kick no more. So now he's trying to get back in the spotlight. Fuck Frank Taffy. He's just trying to get in the spotlight. Lance, stop. Don't start spamming your shit in here, man. Lance, don't start spamming your shit, dude. This ain't the spam room. You just spamming random shit. Lance Howard comedy. This ain't the spam room, dude. You say you notice a lot of black women hate. No, you don't. Those are internet trolls. Those are about the same 3 or 4 people. See, don't be fooled by internet trolls on Twitter. It's about the same 3 or 4 people with different names. The sisters love Hidden Colors. Let's be very clear. I haven't played it yet. I'm going to play it in a minute. But sisters love Hidden Colors. When it comes out, sisters are there in the theater. So don't get it twisted. No. The problem is you let a handful of dumbass internet trolls pretend that they're representing black women, and they're not. You have some of these Negro bedwench websites that's really white-backed, and they're not the voice of black women. Let's be very clear. And unfortunately, a lot of black women get a bad rap from these very small handful of people misrepresenting them. I'm going to talk about the Save Your Girl campaign in a minute. We're deep in here, everybody. We're deep. Y'all follow me. Y'all see this, that button on the top of the page that says follow the show. Follow the show. All right, so y'all ready for the trailer? Here we go. Let me put out a tweet. Let me put out a tweet. We're gonna play the trailer right now. Let me tweet. Hold on. Let me put out a tweet to let everybody know we're about to put up the trailer right now. It's the world premiere. You guys are the first people on the whole planet Earth to see the new trailer for Hidden Colors 3. Hold on one second. Hold on. New Hidden Colors. Now on Ustream. Tune in. All right. Let me put that up. All right, so y'all retweet that. What's up to it? I got some very cute goddamn women on my Twitter. Where y'all women live? Y'all lucky I'm married. Shit. Because if I was single, I'd be ready to mingle, goddammit. But I digress. All right, so we're gonna show the trailer in a second. Let me put it up on my Facebook page that we're about to show the trailer. What's up, Washington, D.C.? And again, we're going to have, it's going to be in 2 theaters in Washington, D.C. because we were jam-packed. It was jam-packed in Washington, D.C. last time. All right, let me let everybody know we're about to show the trailer. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Y'all follow me on Twitter at Tariq Nasheed, at Tariq Nasheed. At Tariq Nasheed on Twitter. All right? That's where y'all follow me. So let me delete some of this shit. That ain't it. All right, here we go. Let me get the trailer ready. Let me find out where it is. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. All the ladies in the room, press 5. All the lovely ladies in the room, press 5. All the lovely ladies in the room, press 5. All right, here we go. Now we're about to, here we go, y'all. I'm getting the trailer now. So ladies and gentlemen, here it is. This is the brand new trailer for the hit film, the upcoming hit film, Hidden Colors 3. Here it is.
Wooden dolls do not move about. That bulb probably just burnt out, that's all. Just get me the police, please.
Oh, how did this motherfucker get the doorknob? That's what I want to know. Oh, this white lady, a white lady fell about 6 times. I'm just, okay, I got the real, we're going to show the real clip. All right, we're about to show the real clip. All right, we're going to show the real clip. All right? We're going to show the real clip. Somebody said it looked like Lil Wayne. That's fucked up. All right, we're going to show the real clip. Here we go. This is the real clip, ladies and gentlemen. We got over 1,000 people. We got almost 1,200 people in the room. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was just showing. Here is the real clip of Hidden Colors 3. Here we go.
So the narrative of black people in the United States was, you know, you came from these primitive, savage people who had no history, and everything you are, we made you.
Strip the African of his knowledge of himself. You can then replace that knowledge with any falsification of consciousness you desire. Once you take from me my knowledge of myself, you can then tell me those lies.
To get someone to actually think that someone else is inferior, you have to raise that type of mentality to a religious level.
America has done all of these terrible things to black people, and then they complain when we do it to ourselves. We're mirroring what they have always done to us since we got off those boats.
It's easy to sit up somewhere and talk with black people about black people, but it's not so easy to have to sit up and look in white people's face and talk to them about white people. Now that's what I know.
See, white ain't a color, it's an attitude. And you got to have big bucks to be an attitude.
My mom used to say, you darker, work harder. The darker you are, the harder you have to work, the smarter you have to be.
Folks were breastfed on racism. Breastfed on it.
If you're talking about a problem in the world and you're not dealing with white supremacy, you ain't talking about the problem.
There's never been a real dialogue in America about race, because whenever we start to talk about race, the conversation will venture into, well, what's wrong with black people?
White people did whatever they wanted to do to black people. So what are the rules?
There it is. There it is. Now, was that hot or what? Was that hot or what? Dude, I told y'all, we were not bullshitting on this one. We were not bullshitting on this one. Was that hot or what? Yes, indeed. Let me give y'all the link for the trailer on YouTube. That's the link, family. That's the link for the trailer. Send that everywhere, family. I need people to put this on your page. Tweet the link. That's the link right here, everybody. Share that link right now. Put it up on your Facebook page, all that stuff. We're going hard in the paint. Y'all see, we're not fucking around. Yes, indeed. The link is no good? You sure? Hold on, let me double check. You sure the link is not good? Can y'all, is that link working for you guys? Somebody said the link don't work. Okay, hold on, let me see. Let me make sure. Hold on. 1 second, family. Hold on. 1 second, fam.
So the narrative of...
Hold on, what? Let me give y'all a cool link. Hold on. My bad, I think, let me see. No, Umar's my dude. You know, I got a lot of love for Umar. Okay, is this link? How's this link? How was that link right there? Does this link work? Nigga said a porn link. Ain't no damn porn link. Well, hold on. What the fuck? Why isn't this link working? Hold on. That link ain't working either. Okay. That link ain't working either. Hold on. Let me see what's going on here. Hold on, family. Hold on. Let me try another one. Let me try this one. Hold on, family. Don't fret. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's try another link. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, this one works. All right, this one works. All right. All right, here's this link where I'm not trolling. No, this is the link again. All right. All right, y'all got it? Maybe because a lot of people are hitting it up at the same time. All right, works now? Okay, there we go. Got it. All right, let me keep giving it to you. That's the working link. It's working now. I say Louise is messing up the links. Y'all get off poor Louise. Everybody's been getting Louise's ass. Y'all been getting on Louise's ass for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, so that is the link right there. So y'all put this on your Twitter. The colon was missing. Okay. You put that on. Yeah, share that, man. Again, we're going hard in the paint. We're definitely going hard with it on this one. Yeah, tweet that. Put that on your Twitter. Put that on your Instagram. Oh, the other trailer I played, that was a film called The Trilogy of Terror. The Trilogy of Terror. I'm going to let you, what's up, Morris? I'll let you know the exact show times and what theaters it's going to be in. What's up, Metallica? Say, do I believe colorism still exists? Of course. Of course, colorism still exists. What's up, C-Bay? The shirt is from the Tariq Elite clothing line. Go to tariqelite.com. A lot of people like the shirts. I rock them all the time. My own signature shirts. Get them at tariqelite.com. What's up, Sick Beats? You got a beat? You want me to play on the show? Let me hear some of your stuff. Let's see what we got on the phone. We got a lot of folks calling. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, King Flex, what's poppin'?
Hey, what's going on, man? Who is this?
This is Jay from Miami, man. I'm actually residing in the South Cac, but Yeah, I was just calling to give you a shout out, man. I can't wait for Hidden Colors 3 to come out, man.
Yes, sir, man. Much respect, man. What you doing in North Carolina?
I'm actually in the military, man.
Oh,
I'm actually on my way to my duty station now.
Oh, cool. That's what's up, man. When you going back to Miami?
Actually for Memorial Day weekend, man. We're gonna get it cracking in a major way.
No doubt. I got to get back down to Miami. We had a goddamn ball in Miami, man. But hey, man. But much respect to you, man. Thanks for the call. Yes, indeed. You missed the trailer. Let me play the trailer again. Y'all want to see it again? I'll bump it one more time. Y'all want to see the trailer one more time? Let me bump it one more time. All right? Let me bump the trailer once again. Here we go. For those who missed it, this is the new trailer for the film Hidden Colors 3, The Rules of Racism. Here we go.
So the narrative of black people in the United States was, you know, you came from these primitive, savage people who had no history, and everything you are, we made you.
Strip the African of his knowledge of himself. You can then replace that knowledge with any falsification of consciousness you desire. Once you take from me my knowledge of myself, you can then tell me those lies.
To get someone to actually think that someone else is inferior, you have to raise that type of mentality to a religious level.
America has done all of these terrible things to black people, and then they complain when we do it to ourselves. We're mirroring what they have always done to us since we got off those boats.
It's easy to sit up somewhere and talk with black people about black people. But it's not so easy to have to sit up and look in white people's face and talk to them about white people. Now that's what I know.
See, white ain't a color, it's an attitude. And you gotta have big bucks to be an attitude.
My mom used to say, you darker, work harder. The darker you are, the harder you have to work, the smarter you have to be.
Folks were breastfed on racism. Breastfed on it.
If you're talking about a problem in the world and you're not dealing with white supremacy, you ain't talking about the problem.
There's never been a real dialogue in America about race because whenever we start to talk about race, the conversation will venture into what's wrong with black people.
White people did whatever they wanted to do to black people. So what are the rules?
Yes, indeed. That is it. The first sister speaking, that sister's bad. That's a sister named Carol Anderson. Carol Anderson down at Emory University. She wrote a book called Eyes Off the Prize. That sister's thorough. She's spitting some real hot fire in the film. So, man, we got that, the sister energy. Joy DeGruy is in it. That's, oh, man, it's just so much hot fire. The trailer don't even give it justice. You think that was fire? That's the soft part of the movie. Which the trailer. If you think that's hot, I didn't give the real hot fire in the trailer. Dude, we're going all the way in. We're going all the way in, bro. And it's so needed right now because the coon train, I mean, just the fact of so many black folks riding the coon train, and we address coons in the movie too, by the way. We address coons in the movie. It'll be available for purchase in early July, but it'll be in theaters June 26th. But the early July, it'll be ready for purchase for DVD. The movie is 2 hours and 30 minutes. Well, no, 2 hours and 25 minutes. It's 2 hours and 25 minutes. So 2.5 hours. So it's a lot of information. We're going to talk about that in a minute, Mr. Good Convo. Yeah, Carol Anderson, bad sister. Yes, Emory in Atlanta, yeah. Yes, you see it. He was in the trailer. You didn't see him, Booker T. Coleman, in the trailer? And again, if you guys have not seen Hidden Colors 1 and 2, I suggest you go get those now at hiddencolorsfilm.com to touch up on the game. Go to hiddencolorsfilm.com so you can touch up on the game so you can get your mind ready. Dr. DeGrew is heavy. Dr. Joy DeGrew is heavy. That sister spits hot fire. Said it should be longer. But, it's we don't want to make it too long. Well, Paul, I had to cut a lot of Paul stuff up. Paul went literally too hard. A lot of stuff I had to cut Paul stuff out. But Paul, he spit some real good stuff in there. But a lot of stuff we had to cut out. I mean, he was going like extra super duper hard. But Umar spitting some real hot fire in it. Umar spitting hot fire. Another brother, George Frazier. He's not in the trailer, but George Frazier spitting some real good game in there. Old school brother. Frances Cress Wilson, she wasn't in the trailer, but she's in the movie. So we got this one, we got more sisters in it than all the other films that we've had. Yeah, I saw my brother Paul Mooney on Arsenio. Shout out to Arsenio. I love Arsenio's show. I saw Paul on Arsenio. Paul is a little sickly right now. Paul, he was in the hospital now. He was in the hospital right after he did Hidden Colors, as a matter of fact. Right after he did Hidden Colors 3. He was hospitalized not too long after that. So it slowed him down just a little bit. And, he's walking with a cane now because when Paul did Hidden Colors 3, Paul was on fire. I mean, he was boom, boom, boom. Paul was there. He didn't have a cane, none of that shit. Paul was on, he was there. But after he had his surgery, he was in the hospital. He slowed down just a little bit. And this happened within a matter of months. Now, Dick Gregory was getting it in. Dick Gregory was getting it in. Everybody follow me on Instagram as well, at Instagram at Tariq Elite. What's up, Slum Boxton? There you go. That's right. Put it on all those websites. Again, everybody send the link to WorldStar. Send it to Bossip. Send it to all those black sites. We are deep in here tonight. I might do that, Truck. I might, because I'm going to do a lot of promotion on it in the next month. I'm going to start doing a lot of promotion on it. I'm going to put up a Paul Mooney deleted scene. I'm going to do that I'll put a YouTube clip up later on this week of a deleted scene. And y'all can see why a lot of stuff had to be cut out of the film. I'll put up a deleted scene to give y'all an example. I didn't hear Dick Gregory on Zoe's show. Oh yeah, Claude Anderson is the truth. Claude Anderson is the truth. You say, what are we going to do with these gangbangers? Well, you got to understand the whole problem with gangbangers, man. It's the lack of a financial base. That's why cats get into that. See, we can't talk about the gangs and the drugs and the hoes and the pimps and all this stuff without talking about finances. Because people always try to fix a problem not at the root, but you just want to keep chopping off branches. The reason why we have all of these things within the community is because of a lack of financial basis. We don't have a financial base. We were thinking about doing that, getting Minister Farrakhan for Hidden Colors 3. Now, when we do Hidden Colors 4, we'll probably get him for that. And we're definitely we'll do 4 later on down the line. Oh yeah, Dr. Phil Valentine is spitting that hot fire. No, Griffith's my dude. No, Griff is my dude. I don't know if we have scheduling conflicts or whatever, but Griff is my dude. I might have Griff on the show this week. I got to call Griff and chop up game with him and have him on the show. I haven't had Griff on the show in a minute. But Griff is that dude. That's what's up, Sim. You can get the shirt at TariqElite.com. Yeah, when we do Hidden Colors 4, I'm already planning Hidden Colors 4. Because I'm still hyped with this shit. Usually when I do the Hidden Colors films, I'm usually like worn out because it takes, like almost a whole year to do all that stuff, to get all the pictures and to get all the video and to edit. I mean, it's just 24 hours a day almost, just nonstop work. So usually I'm drained. This one, it got me hyped. I'm so hyped after this one, I'm ready to do another one. You dig? Yeah, this and Hidden Colors 3 got me hyped as hell. What's up, Big Watch? I do plan on making some suits pretty soon. That's what's up, Infected Sketch. But yeah, Hidden Colors 3, man. We're going in on that one, man. We're really going in and we chopping up some real good game. I don't really do the religion thing, man. I'm spiritual, but religious, nah. I don't really get into the religion thing. That's what's up, your brother. This girl told you that Hidden Colors is too patriarchal. What she's doing, she's just trolling. When people start talking all that stuff, that pseudo black feminism, and let me explain what that is. That's just a way for people to troll for attention. Just to say something, go against the norm so you can argue back and forth with them. That's all that's about. They don't believe that silly nonsense they're talking about. That's just a way for average, ignored, marginalized females that people don't normally pay attention to. If they come up with some cockamamie argument and get somebody to constantly debunk it, at least in their mind, I'm getting attention. That's all they're concerned about. That's why the stuff they say, it makes no sense. It sounds silly and ridiculous, and they know it does. But at least that keeps them engaged in conversation with people debunking them. So now they're the center of attention. You know what I'm saying? So they'll say some silly nonsense like that just to get somebody to give them attention. And when you talk to them, the conversation gets sillier and more infantile. And the more infantile it gets, the more attention you give them. It's nothing but a ploy for attention. For example, just like that Charlie Z dude. He's that boxer, that wannabe boxer who gets beat up all the time. He gets his ass whooped, literally. He runs up on brothers and try to sucker punch him, and he gets his ass literally knocked around the ring. And then he'll get up and say, hey, I won. He'll hold his hands up. Hey, I'm still the champ, even though somebody just whooped his ass. It's just really all about attention. Yes, you can, K. Prattis. You can iron them. Yeah, Phil Valentine, that brother has great lectures on religion. I mean, Phil has a lecture. I saw a lecture Phil did. Phil did a lecture for 10 hours. There's a video of Phil doing a lecture. I don't know if he did it in the 90s, early 2000s or whatever, but the brother was spitting for 10 fucking hours. So this brother, like him and the Bobby Hemmets, these brothers be spitting for like 5-6 hours. I'm like, God damn. I get hungry after an hour. When I do a lecture after an hour or 2 hours, I got to go to the hotel and get some sleep. Oh yeah, I take the Hootie stuff every night. I got some of the Hootie. This is some of the Hootie stuff right here. Shout out to the Hootie. I take some. What's that? That's this. I don't take this one. There's another one. This is the colon formula. That's for to get yourself regular. But there's another one that I take that's upstairs. This is my downstairs office. But I take a lot of Tahuti stuff. That brother has some real good stuff. And you know, if I do Hidden Colors 4, I do want to probably have him, Dr. Layla Africa, because I want to touch on nutrition real heavy in Hidden Colors 4. I want to touch on that. Probably go get Dr. Sebi. You know what I'm saying? It may or may not be in Houston. It may not be in Houston because the theaters that we were going to get, I think the theaters were already booked, and plus they got the movie Think Like a Man 2. What's up, Zoe? Oh, what's up, Zoe? Shout out to my man Zoe. Shout out to Zoe, just hit me up. Zoe just said, hey, what's up? The trailer's on fire. Shout out to my dude Zoe. I got to get on Zoe's show and chop it up. People keep telling me about Zoe interviewing Dick Gregory, and I heard that was a good show. So I would like to hear that. Yeah, Dr. Africa, that brother's deep. He goes into deep about melanin. That brother's deep, man. That brother's deep. Yeah, so in Hidden Colors 4, I want to touch on nutrition. I wanted to touch on nutrition in Hidden Colors 2, and actually we did a little bit about it, but because of time, we had to take all of it out. See, there's a lot of stuff that ended up on the cutting room floor. So I do want to get into that. Just like with in Hidden Colors 2, we touched a little bit on organ trafficking, a little bit in Hidden Colors 2, but in Hidden Colors 3, we go there. We go there. We do a whole segment on that. Yes, indeed. But again, and let me tell you something. In Hidden Colors 3, Shahrazad Ali, she's spitting hot fire. When I say Shahrazad Ali is going in, Shahrazad Ali is going in. Shahrazad Ali is going all the way in. Is it going to be in Indiana? I don't know if it's going to be in the theaters in Indiana. What part of Indiana are you in? And if y'all don't hit me up with all these little small towns you live in, is it going to be in Sweetwater, Tennessee? I just called the Johnny Taylor Metroplex and they didn't say it was playing down there in Goodwater, Mississippi. So it ain't playing in Goodwater, Mississippi now. Look, y'all might have to drive over to Atlanta. So we're going to talk about that whole bring back our girls propaganda. We got to talk about that. Shout out to Denver. I got to get back out to Denver. I had a great time in Denver. Oh yeah, she goes in now because she used to give Frank Taffy when she was on H&L Headline News. She would give Frank Taffy that work. Let's see who we got on the phone. We're going to talk about the whole bring back our girls thing. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's going on, Tariq? It's Reggie from Wilmington, man. What's good?
What's up, Reggie Reg from Wilmington? What's going on with your pimp sauce?
Nothing, man. I just wanted to, throw my 2 cents in on this whole Nigeria thing real quick.
Yes.
But before that, man, real quick, is a Hidden Colors 3 going to be playing in Philly?
Yes, it is. It is. And I'll have the exact name of that theater. I think it's the Ritz East. But I have all that stuff later on this week.
I cool, man, because I tuned in just in time to see the trailer. And I'm really hyped about it, man. I can't wait to see it.
No doubt, man. No doubt. No doubt. It's real good stuff.
Hey, man, real quick about this Nigeria thing, man. man, black children go missing here in the States all the time.
Yeah.
And we don't really see any outcry from these politicians on a national level.
Yeah.
So they really expect us to believe that the government here really gives a shit about some black kids going missing in Nigeria.
Exactly.
No. I believe that that the U.S. government is just trying to use any little reason they can to get over there so they can get at those resources, because isn't Nigeria like rich in oil?
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely
what
true.
I think it is, man.
That's absolutely. I'm gonna touch on that right now. But thanks for the call, fam. But yeah, let's talk about that right now. We got to talk about that whole "Bring Back Our Girls" thing. And let me say this, because a lot of people have been asking me about this, and I said I'm gonna talk about it today. Let me get me a little sip. That whole "Bring Back Our Girls," a whole bunch of celebrities and all of these people tweeting the hashtag "Bring Back Our Girls." Let me tell you something. When you have all at one time a bunch of A-list celebrities all at once backing some movement, that's already a red flag. Whenever you have a bunch of major celebrities all at one time backing a movement, that's an immediate red flag, because that means that the movement is starting from the top. The movement is starting from a corporate perspective. See, most movements, if it's a legitimate movement, it starts from the grassroots level. It starts from the bottom, and then eventually it reaches the top. Like the Trayvon Martin, that was a grassroots thing with people trying to fight for justice for Trayvon. That was a grassroots thing. It started from the bottom, and then it went up to the top. But when you immediately, all of a sudden, you got Rihanna, Puffy, Drake, all of these people, Sean Penn, tweeting some shit about some hashtag or a movement, that is red flag number one. That's what they tried to do with Coney. Y'all remember 2012, just out the blue, one day, everybody started tweeting about Coney. Get Coney. Everybody started tweeting that shit one day. All the celebrities, Rihanna, all of these people start talking about some Joseph Coney. Now, I did a couple of shows about that back in 2012, pointing out the red flag that was. Now, that movement fell because the people they put together this little mini documentary, put it on YouTube, talking about how we need to get Coney. They had all of this old footage, and what happened is that people like me and other people started calling out that old bogus-ass footage they were showing about these poor kids who were kidnapped by Joseph Coney. If you go back and look at my Twitter, my Facebook, all that, I prove, and I'm not saying I'm responsible for none of this shit, but I was showing how that footage was not only old, those so-called rebel kids were grown. Them kids are grown as hell now. They ain't in the jungle no more with rifles and all that shit. All of that was just propaganda. And then on top of that, the dude who was behind the whole film, his ass had a nervous breakdown, and he was in San Diego running around naked with his dick out. Literally. Look that up if y'all think I'm exaggerating. So that whole movement, people saw it for the farce it was. They were going to use that as a way to get U.S. troops over there in the Congo, over there in Africa, to set up shop. See, the thing is, they've been trying to get over in Africa, the U.S. forces, to set up shop, because they got resources over there. Now, if they just go over there and just take over, that's not going to be a good look. So they have to go with the pretext. They have to create a certain level of propaganda to justify going over there. You understand what I'm saying? And whenever you see a movement coming from the top, celebrities tweeting at the same time about some type of issue over in Africa, whatever, that's a red flag. Second red flag is just what the caller said. Are we really going to believe that all of a sudden, all these people over here give two shits about some black women 15,000 miles away? Oh, and look, it's horrible that those sisters got kidnapped. Look, I'm not justifying that, but do you really think the people over here give two shits about 200 black women 15,000 miles away? There are black women who go missing over here all the time. There are black women over here that go missing, get kidnapped, get shot in the face like Renisha McBride. If you want to start a movement, you can start a movement with these people legally killing black folks over here. If you wanted to start a movement. So what's this really about? I don't give a fuck about no black woman. There or here. So what's this really about? I mean, just look at the media over here. They don't give two shits about a black woman. All the negative imagery of black women that they have, they show negative images of black women in movies, negative images of black women on television. So all of a sudden you care about these 200 black women 15,000 miles away. Red damn flag. Red flag. And the thing is, not only that, black women even blame for the crime rate. When they talk about Chicago, they like to blame that on black mothers having all these bastard babies and they ain't got no fathers. A lot of the people on the right, they blame a lot of black women for all this stuff. You say one of Master P's daughters is missing? What are you talking about? You know, I saw Master P yesterday, as a matter of fact. That's funny. But what do you mean one of his daughters is missing? But like I said, so I just wanted to hear what y'all was saying. Something about Master P's daughter missing. I wanted to hear about that. I ran into Master P at the movie theater yesterday. But the thing is, like I said, that's a major red flag when you got a whole bunch of people in the dominant society getting around a movement or being concerned about something happening with black folks in Africa. Let's just be very real. Let's just be very real. Let's just be very, very real. I gotta look that up. I gotta check out that that link about Master P's daughter being missing. I gotta check that out. But like I was saying, so now they're talking about these black girls that got kidnapped from over here in Nigeria from this school. Now, if you read the book Confessions of an Economic Hitman, I talk about how in this book he breaks down how they set up shop, they put these puppet governments in these third world countries, and these politicians are really working for the West. Western powers put in a lot of these politicians, and they secretly work for the West. They work for Western bankers. So when these girls went missing, the word is the Nigerian government knew that somebody was coming to get at those girls. A military base was not too far from where that school was, so they already had a heads up. So that's another red flag. So now the Nigerian so-called government, they quote unquote look the other way, it seems. It seems. So we got to understand this. When certain people are put into power, they're put into power or they're allowed to be in power by Westerners. Because a lot of times when you have, good luck, Jonathan, when you have a lot of those politicians who say, well, hey, I don't want no Western influence in my country. What happens is that shit starts to mysteriously get bombed or they get killed or hit up in a coup backed by, again, Western powers. So a lot of them have to go along with the program. You got to understand this. When certain West African countries, when they wanted to get the French out of there, when they said, hey, look, we want to be independent, no more imperialism for us, it's been good, but you can go. And France was like, really? You want us to leave? And they were like, well, yeah, we want you to leave. We just want to be independent. We want to do our own thing, just kind of sell our own little resources and just, stand on our own 2 feet. So what happened? The French French government and the French bankers, they were like, okay, well, look, you see all these nice buildings and roads we put up when we were in charge? Where we go, those go too. Those buildings got to go. We're gonna tear these streets up. We're going to tear these roads up. We're going to tear these buildings up. We're going to tear up your infrastructure. So we go, all of the shit we built, that goes too. And they did that. And then when other African countries said the same thing, like, hey, we want to be independent, France said, hey, well, look, y'all saw what I did to those guys over there. Do you really want us to leave? Then certain African countries cut these little backroom deals. They said, okay, well, we'll be independent on paper, but France and all these Western powers still control their resources. See, we got to understand how the game goes. So we see these so-called black African countries in turmoil, and it looks like they just don't have it together. That ain't the truth. They're controlled by Western powers behind closed doors. They're still fucking those folks over financially. I know France, as a matter of fact, France won't even let certain African countries get any kind of military help from other people. They can't go to other people for military help. Because what happens is that the Western powers, they will back one of these guerrilla groups or militia groups to come in there and start bombing shit on the low. So we got to understand how that neo-colonialism works. The book, Confessions of an Economic Hitman, broke all of that down. So the thing is, when you have the Good Lucks and all these dudes, they're still controlled by Western powers. Don't think for a minute Good Luck and those guys didn't know that these dudes were coming in there to kidnap them damn girls. It's 200 fucking girls and they just kidnapped them overnight. Fuck out of here. And the Boko Haram, if you look at for years they've been talking about how these people, this organization is CIA backed. That's not even a secret no more. Look at the WikiLeaks wires and all that stuff, the cables from WikiLeaks. Boko Haram is CIA based, CIA backed. Yeah, Western education is simple. Really? And the Boko Haram, that's some shit from central casting. It looks like literally they cast these cats from a booking agency or something. So now these 200 girls, they go missing. Nigeria's like, oh no, our girls are missing. We need help. Can America help us? Then this terrorist group put out a video, which, look at the video. Have you seen the Boko Haram video? They up there with the guns, all in the video with guns, got on their military outfits. Now look, those are red flags right there. They're standing in front of a damn military tank. Now let's use logic here. These countries are very poor. These are very poor countries. A lot of villages don't even have running water. A lot of them don't have sanitation. But these motherfuckers got $1 million tank in the back of them. Really? You can't get running water. You ain't got a sink, faucet, toilet. You live in a village. The village is poor. Can't grow crops. But you got access to a multi-million-dollar tank. Really? Okay. Do you know how much them tanks cost? Do you know how much a damn military tank costs? You're standing in front of a fucking tank. Those guns, all those AKs and those rocket launchers, those are expensive. Those are not cheap. So, how you get access to that? How you get access to that? I mean, you don't have a toilet, but you got $1 million fucking tank standing in front of you. You got $15,000, $20,000 rifles and guns. And it's like, and now you're doing a video in front of the tank. It's like somebody, they filming it, and like, okay, look, okay, Hakeem, we're gonna need you to stand in front of the tank, put some more we need you to be more niggerish. Okay, can you really buck your eyes a little bit when you talk to really scare them? You know, it looked like a movie, which it is, basically. It's a fucking movie. It's a scripted ass scenario. You got guns, hundreds of thousands of dollars of weaponry, but you live in a village where ain't no toilet. Really? Come on. This is such an orchestrated farce. So now they say, okay, we need the U.S. to come in here and save us. So the U.S. goes in there, and all of a sudden the U.S., they're arresting people from Boko Haram. It's really that easy? So the Nigerian army couldn't arrest the Boko Haram dudes? So the U.S. just ran in there, and all of a sudden they just got the guys overnight. Really? So now while the U.S. is over there, it's going to be like, okay, look, we're protecting you. And, oh, what's that? You got oil? I didn't know you had oil, Nigeria. So now they're setting up shop to get that oil, dude. They're setting up shop to get that oil. The name of the game is to not let those Eastern countries become superpowers. But again, this is a farce, man. I'm not buying this, and you shouldn't buy it either. That's just a way for them. They've been trying to get up in Africa to set up shop, to get a hold of those resources, because now a lot of African countries, they want to be independent. They really want to be independent. They want to get rid of all of the imperialism. They want to get the Western powers out. They want to get the Western powers out, but again, they're controlling the strings from behind the scenes. They're playing imperial chess. And what we need to do, man, we got to start thinking as a group. We really got to think and operate as a group, as an African global nation. That's one of the keys, because in Africa, what happens is that Africa is so damn tribal. One tribe on this side don't care less about what's happening to that other so-called tribe over there. And this is how people come in and just really tear our shit up. They come in and pit people against each other and just kind of run amok, because we don't think as a group. We got to go in and just say, hey, look, we are African people. We are one African nation globally, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to stop this. But we keep having these little damn frugal ass, insignificant tribal beefs. That's why they can go down to South Africa and take over, because other people in Africa are like, hey, that's their problem. That's the Tutsis problem. That's the Ubuntu problem, whatever. So we got to get off that divide and conquer thing. But again, there has to be a stronger military force where people have to say, hey, look, we're not going to let ourselves be infiltrated like that. We got to be in a position to protect ourselves. This is where we need an economic base. We got to get an economic base. And again, politics is not the move, because they can put anybody in political power. They put these people in political power, and they got to do the bidding of Western powers. And again, we got to, even with Gaddafi, when Gaddafi said, okay, we're going to get Western powers out of here, that's when they become a target. So the thing is, the thing is, every time there might be one African nation who stands up and says, hey, look, Western powers, you got to get out of here. We're on our own. And the minute they say that, they become labeled as terrorists, just like Gaddafi. The minute Gaddafi said, okay, we got to get Africa unified, bam, he became a target. Go back to the 70s. If y'all remember Idi Amin, the West was working with him for a long time. Idi Amin turned on him. He said, look, we're going to get all you Westerners. Y'all got to get up out of here. They turned on him. That's why they have movies about him like the Last King of Scotland and all these propaganda movies about Idi Amin. You dig? So when the Africans start to reject Western influence, they become targets. So this is why we have to be unified. We all got to be on the same page. Just Mugabe said, look, we're on our own. We don't need you here. We're going to do our thing. Now they're going to try to make him the bad guy. Oh yeah, they made, and the stuff they made up about Idi Amin, talking about he's a cannibal and all that was a bunch of bullshit. So don't believe the hype, man. We got to stop believing the hype. And see, black folks, we believe anything anybody says negative about another black person. That's another thing we got to stop doing. When a black person gets thrown under the bus, you start believing it. Yeah, The Last King of Scotland is fiction. It is fiction. And that's very interesting, too, that they would make because they based it off this book, and they made up a whole bunch of stuff. Because when it comes to telling the truth, they can't tell the whole truth, so they got to embezzle, and make it all fake and unreal. Oh, Forrest Whitaker was good. Yeah, he played the hell out of him. He was good. But whenever somebody in the dominant society, when they say something negative about black folks, other black folks are real quick to believe them. So we really embellish. What did I say? I was supposed to say embellish. What did I say? Thanks a lot, CJ. All right, so people had already hit me up talking about buying Hidden Colors 3. Look, it ain't out yet, and that's another thing. Because when we start showing the trailer for Hidden Colors 2 last year, people start buying 1 thinking that they were buying Hidden Colors 2. Hidden Colors 3 ain't for sale yet. Please don't try to buy it yet. It's not for sale yet. I'm already getting people hitting me up with private messages trying to buy it. It ain't out yet. It'll be out in another month. We got another month to go. It'll be out, family. Just put it up on your social networking sites and your pages and all that stuff. Oh, I said embezzle. I meant embellish. That's right. Okay, I said embezzle. I meant embellish. Okay. I said embezzle. My bad. You heard about the 93 Yeah, man, that was horrible. That sister got shot, man. And we got our elderly getting killed, and we black folks just sitting around can't do shit about it. This is why we had an economic base. This is where your economic base is very important because, see, you got 2 choices. Either you're going to have a gang of heart where you're going to be just like those cats who went up there in Nevada who said, look, you ain't going to fuck with one of our own. Either you're going to have heart like that, which black folks do not have no more, or you get an economic base. One of the 2. You get an economic base and say, hey, look, this motherfucker is not going to have a job. The people who put this officer in position, the police chief, you're not going to work here next year. If you're letting people get shot in our community under their watch, not going to happen. That shit can stop. Our grandmothers and our babies getting shot. You got 2 ways of doing it. You can do it with heart, or you can do it economically. I saw that. The dude, the black NFL player, he was kissing his white boyfriend after he got drafted. Yeah, they made sure to show that. Exactly. That's real talk, Shy. Where are the ladies at? All the ladies press 5. Yeah, we need that economic power. We need that economic power. But hitting on the street, we need your Facebook. Put a new. Well, Donald Sterling, what's happening with him is the wife, which I knew she was going to do. The wife is trying to get the team. They're trying to sign the team over in her name. Because, see, I knew they weren't going to just sell that shit and just give it up to somebody. No. They're going to try to put it in the wife's name, one of the kids' names. And, they're trying to stop them from doing that, as they should. As they should. Talk about Arabs enslaving black Africans. Well, many of those Arabs were black, if we're going to go that route. Yeah, the Arab slave trade was very, very real. The Arab slave trade was very real. And what happened when a lot of Africans were exiled from Spain and Italy back during the 1400s, they went up into they went back into Africa with a vengeance. There was no kind of, just like Dr. Henry Clark said, John Henry Clark, they didn't have any more, there was no connection no more. So now they saw them as the other. It was more of a religious thing. So that happened. That definitely happened. But it wasn't the same as European slavery whatsoever. And we talk about that in Hidden Colors 3. We talk about that in Hidden Colors 3. Don't get it twisted. The Arab slave trade wasn't shit like European slave trade. That was something totally different. Tariq Obama, what you talking about, man? Yeah, Dick Gregory is the truth. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Y'all follow me on Twitter. Y'all follow me on Twitter right now at Tariq Nasheed. For those who are not following me. We got a lot of folks in the room. We got a lot of folks in the room. Yes, indeed. Mickey, let me see who's on the phone. We got some people from Florida. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, what up, Tariq, man? It's Tariq calling from Atlanta.
Oh, you in Atlanta. What's going on in the A, man?
Man, everything lovely, man. It's almost summertime, and how I be down here in Atlanta, man. It be turned up down here.
Yes, it is. I love Atlanta, man. I got to get down. I'm thinking about coming down there doing a lecture next month before Hidden Colors come out. But
Absolutely, man.
Yes, and what's on your mind, man?
And everything's good. There's something going on down here on the 31st of May, man. It's called the African Divide. It says, let me read it on the flyer. It says, an intimate, intellectual, stimulating panel discussion about the divide amongst people of African descent geared towards bridging the gap within the race. So,
who's going to be there?
Okay, it's like a tree, and on the tree it has Africa on the top of the tree. It has Haiti, it has Guyanese, it has Trinidadian, Jamaica has all the different variations of people with African descent, and it really doesn't have a person or a speaker who won't be here, but I'm gonna look into this, man. This lady should be pretty good.
Yeah, check that out. That sounds like something that might be interesting, man. But hey, thanks for the call, fam. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I would check that out if I was down there. Yeah, the WBC suspended Adrian Broner, which is some bullshit. Adrian Broner, all he said, I beat the fuck out of anybody can get it, an African, I just beat the fuck out of a Mexican. So what was they said he was being racially insensitive. But see, the thing is, that's white supremacy working. Because basically, when somebody does something to display white supremacy, they got to have meetings, and it takes a minute for them to do something, if at all. And they could say something very derogatory about black folks, very slick, and nothing happens to them. And they can say some vile stuff about black folks, really call black folks out their name, happens all the time, and nothing happens to people. Now, Adrian Broner, the word he said was Mexican. He said Mexican. And they suspended him for saying Mexican, which is not even a racial epithet. Now, he was an asshole about it, but that's part of his persona. But now, that can be, I would say the black folks use that. So if Adrian Broner got suspended and got punished for saying the word Mexican, didn't even call nobody out of their name, all of these other people, like the Riley Coopers, when they say nigga and all that, they should get the same punishment. So I would use that as proof that other people should be punished for their racial epithets. Because the black folks can get in trouble for not even using a racial epithet, for calling a person what they are. He is Mexican. But no, they just wanted to flex on the dude. They just wanted to flex on Broner. They just wanted to flex on him. So they've always done that with black boxers, though. They changed the rules with black boxers. They can't get them for profanity. All boxers use profanity. That's not in the rule book that you can't use profanity. See, what they do, they create a rule and then punish you for the rule they just created. You know what I'm saying? They always do that for black folks. You do something, after you do it, they create a rule against it and then punish you for something that wasn't a rule at first, and then go back and punish you. They did the same thing with Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson would go around the country with white women. And some of them, they would say that the white women were prostitutes. Some of them were, some of them were not. But what they did, it was one woman, I think she used to be a prostitute or whatever, and she went from state to state with Jack Johnson. They created a law called the Mann Law, the Mann Act, which made it illegal to go across state lines for immoral purposes. That's why pimping is illegal too now, because of that same law. Because it was a law to get black men. And once they made that into law in 1910, they went back to Jack Johnson and arrested him for some shit that wasn't illegal when he did it. You dig what I'm saying? So before the law was in place, he went across state lines with a white woman. They made a law against that, then went back and arrested him and put him in jail for a crime he did that wasn't a crime when he did it. So this is what they do with us. See, the law is just arbitrary with us. They can literally make the laws up as they go along when it comes to black folks. This is why it's very important that we always be on the same page. It's very important. Let's see who else we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, yo, Tariq, what's going on? This is Jazz from New York.
What's up, Jazz? How you doing, fam?
Chilling. I was just enjoying that last call, from Atlanta, where he was talking about the African unity, because this is something I've been telling all my people for like almost a year now, listening to your show, and like everybody's on this dusty shit. Like now, like I keep watching certain internet shows and even just being like in certain chat groups on Facebook.
Yeah.
And what everybody's doing now, I see people just doing blame the African American game, and it's black people who are from other countries and stuff. They're just saying, oh, well, the African Americans are so dusty. They're not doing nothing. They just sit back and do anything. And it's black people saying this.
No, let me stop you. Let me stop you. Wait. Let me stop. You know what? Let me tell you something. Most of them are not real Africans, by the way. That's another thing. That's another trick that I've been trying to warn black people. Whenever this is a new white supremacist trick. White supremacists now who are trolls, they pose as Nigerians or Ghanaians. They pretend to be African, but they're really not. That's another white supremacist trick. So don't fall for that all the way. Many of them are not Africans. They are white supremacists. I found that out because they were trying to troll on my Twitter and on some of my pages. pretending to be African or whatever. And I found out that some of those are really white dudes because I started asking them certain questions about Africa, then they got stuck. So they're really white supremacists pretending to be African so they can get away with saying slick shit about black folks without getting banned. Because if they get identified as white supremacists, they'll get banned from a lot of chat rooms. But if they say that they're African and they throw shit on other black folks, they can get away with it. So don't fall for that trick.
I feel you on that because like it's just been crazy. But it's not only with that. It's like even with like radio broadcasters who have certain shows. It's just like the dialogue that's going on now. It's like you know how they always try to play us against each other, like what you were just saying with the African unity. Because when I talk to a lot of my friends who have different backgrounds, Trinidad or Jamaica or someone from Africa, it's like I'll tell them, let's talk about group economics. Let's just stop talking about all this going on. Let's do something.
Absolutely.
But everybody gets on this dusty shit, and then they'll want to have somebody else just do all the work for them. So like you were saying, like how people talk about Floyd Mayweather and like how he should buy the team and do all this stuff, but then we won't come together on a lower level and just pool our money together. We waiting for you or somebody else to do it when we could do it ourselves. And I keep telling people that, and it's like frustrating because nobody wants to do anything. It's like just it's always some kind of excuse. So how do we move past that? Like like someone like me who wants to do something, but then like a lot of people just talk a good game, but they don't want to do shit really.
Real talk. I'm gonna talk about that right now, but thanks for the call, fam. Yes, indeed. Now, my man made a very good point. Because, you know what? On my last show, I was talking about dating and relationships. I was just chopping up game on my last show. And a couple of people hit me up. They were like, well, man, I want you to talk about some more stuff about Donald Sterling. Man, I want you to talk about some hidden color stuff. Let me explain to some of the new people who are new to what I do. I do talk about a lot of different subjects. My primary thing I talk about are relationships. I'm a relationship guy. That's my primary thing that I do. First and foremost, I'm relationship. That's what I do. I talk about a lot of social stuff and a lot of stuff about racial politics because that ties into relationships. And I can articulate it a little better than certain people. But the thing is, I don't want people to hit me up thinking that every time you're going to tune into me, I'm just going to articulate your grievances. Because that's not what I'm going to do. People hit me up, hey man, you got to talk about this right here, Tariq. Man, this white folks, man, you got to talk about this. I'm not here to articulate your racial grievances. This is not the Tariq Elite complaint line. I'm all about solutions. And my thing is, I talk about shit months in advance before it happens. So a lot of times, I got to wait for other people to catch up before I can go into some new shit. You still got to catch up on some of the shit I've been talking about for years that you're just now seeing come to pass. Like the whole Negro bedwench mentality. I've been talking about that for years. My diehard listeners, y'all know I've been talking about the Negro bedwenches since 2009. Now it has come to a head with this whole Donald Sterling thing. The whole Donald Sterling thing, you got to literally hear the Negro bedwench mentality in full play. You got to literally hear how that shit goes down in those homes with the Negro bedwenches and the white men they lay up with. You got to literally hear the conversation I've been telling you for years. That's exactly what the conversation is in all of those households with a lot of those women with that Negro bedwench mentality. These women are required to distance themselves from other black folks. They got to talk down on other black folks. The white dudes they deal with don't want them seen with other black folks. They got to deny their blackness. This is why these bedwenches are always talking greasy about other black folks. I've been telling, and I'm not going to keep repeating my damn self. I'm going to let you catch up and really soak that in for a minute. I told y'all in March, when April comes, these motherfuckers going to be showing out in April. Sure enough, when April came, it was the white supremacists showing their asses throughout the whole month of April. You dig? I told people the coon train is coming. The coon train has run off the tracks. I done put out the coon train videos, letting people know the coon train was coming, and I meant literally. The coon train, whenever we have certain subject matters, the coons say literally the same exact thing. What about black on black crime? We is our own worst enemy. That's all we've been hearing from these coons for the last few weeks. So I'm giving people a chance to catch up, to soak up and percolate on what I've been saying to folks, man. So again, I'm about being solution-based. I'm all about solutions. I got to wait for people to catch up and get your mind ready to create solutions. I've done 3 movies where we're breaking down solutions. We tell you what to do. This ain't about just complaining. See, a lot of cats just want to sit up and they just think complaining is activism. No, it's not. Complaining is not activism. We got to do something. I'm creating an alternative media, a parallel media. I'm doing something. I need other people to do shit with me. I'm not going to sit up here and complain about shit all day long. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. I'm solution-based. I articulate a problem and I articulate the problem so we can get up and do something about it. But again, I'm not here to articulate people's grievances all the goddamn time. Again, I got to give y'all a chance to catch up. So again, most of my stuff is going to be relationship-based because that's what I do. But again, I do talk about social and topical stuff. I hate when my chapstick is at the end of the damn rope. My shit is on. That's why I'm digging this shit in my lips. Oh, you said Tariq has definitely popped my cherry, but then you said on an intellectual level, I'm like, oh shit, do I know you? I'm digging into my Rolodex. I'm like, oh shit, is this somebody that I know? Is somebody trying to blow up the spot? I'm like, Natural, hold on. Where you from, Natural? Because my memory's shot sometimes. Women have ran up on me that I don't even recognize. They're like, yeah, why fuck you back in the day? I'm like, oh, okay. All right, pleasure to see you again. Oh, shit. I told y'all, a chick rolled up on me in Atlanta like that. I was at a club in early 2000. I went to a club. I was visiting Atlanta. And again, I lived in Atlanta in the mid-90s. I lived there for a quick second in the mid-90s. And I went to visit Atlanta like around 2002, 2003. And I was at a club. And the girl came up to me talking. So, hey. I'm like, hey, what's going on? I'm Tariq. What's your name? She's like, Tariq, I fucked you before. She said it just like that. I'm like, whoa. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. She said it that casually, just like that. I'm like, oh. Damn, okay. She was fine. She was a fine ass chick. I didn't recognize her, though. It had been a few years. So, people change up after a few years, It'd been about at least about 5-6 years since I've seen her. So was it Cassandra? Man. So that was you, Miss Gaines. Hilarious. Hey, what's going on? Who's calling?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, family?
Who's this?
Did this nigga say, who is this? Who you trying to call, fam?
Tariq.
Yeah, this is Tariq. Who is this?
It's Rob, man.
Rob?
Yeah. Who's this?
Okay, you call me. What you mean, who is this? Like, I called your ass. This nigga sound like a disgruntled. You sound like a disgruntled drug dealer. Like, nigga, who is this? Nigga, you call me. Okay, you got through.
Hey, look, check this out. I got the solution.
All right.
Okay, we need to establish the code, right?
Right.
Okay, the Islamic law, that's the code we need to follow.
The Islamic law?
Yeah, the law of the Quran. That's what we need to follow.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Well, we talk about establishing a code. We talk about creating a economic base. You know, the Quran, one of the laws of the Quran that the Moors followed in Europe, got them on their feet, was the law of Ummah. Ummah means community. Okay, it talks about spending money with each other. It talks about being for each other. And Europe prospered off of that. But what happened is, when they stopped following that, is when everything went down. So I think we should go back to that.
You do know that Islamic black people enslaved other black folks. You do realize that, right?
But that's not the way Quran says to do it.
But they
okay,
justified it. They justified using the Quran, brother. They used the Quran to justify enslaving infidels. You dig? They looked at.
Well, see, it's the difference between slavery and the servitude that was in the Quran. Because when the Quran talks about servitude, right? It talks about feeding this servant the way you would feed yourself. Clothe this servant the way you would clothe yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they still shouldn't have done it, though. You dig? They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have been enslaved the other people, calling them infidels.
Yeah.
And all. They shouldn't have.
But unfortunately, to this day, they're doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the Muslims who know better, you know what I'm saying? We need to get on them brothers who do that.
Right.
But
so we ain't go. I can't use it. I can't use the Quran. I can't say that Islam is the answer because they used Islam to divide Africa. Even more recently, over in Zanzibar, I was in Zanzibar. Islamicized black people were enslaving the other population. So again, the Quran, they used that to justify slavery for a long time. There was a brother named Tipu Tip over there in Zanzibar who was one of the biggest slave owners over there. Not slave owners, but slave traders, became very wealthy as a slave trader over in Zanzibar. He was a Muslim. And I can't roll with that, man. We got to get the religion thing out the mix and stop using religion, man. We got to be more practical. And we got to just start looking at each other as one African nation globally. We got to get off that religion thing, man. That religion thing ain't really helping us.
I see you, but let me say this. You know, I want to reply to what you just said.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, people do try to use the Quran to justify what they're doing.
Right.
But are they following the law of the Quran? If they go off and do their own thing, right? And they say, well,
see,
the Quran said this,
but that's the thing. That's the thing.
You can't blame the religion. You have to blame the person.
But each person will get that Quran and interpret it any way they want to interpret it. People use Christianity. This is supposed to be a Christian nation. They've taken things out of the Bible to justify enslaving black people. The curse of Ham. All of these things. People will utilize anything in the Bible or in the Quran to justify doing what they really wanted to do anyway. It's all about individual people, and they're not going to follow one set religion. They're going to follow whatever's going to benefit them personally. This is why we are thinking as a unified group, we can at least protect ourselves from that and not be so divided and not be so conquered from that. You feel me?
Can I say this?
One more thing, brother, because I don't want to go. I don't want to get too deep. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Not even just black people, but I think most of the world, you know what I'm saying, is so gone. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, you know what I mean? The devil got kicked out of heaven, according to the Quran. The devil got kicked out of heaven for racism, according to the Quran. The same kind of hate that everyone has for us. You know what I'm saying? The devil has the same kind of hate.
I don't get into the devil talk, man. I'm more practical. I'm like, what are black folks right here doing in the flesh? What are we going to do in the flesh dealing with white supremacy, which is very real right here? I can't deal with the spiritual devils and all that. White supremacy is real. Black disempowerment is real. It ain't the same thing. It ain't the same thing.
I'm going to tell you why it's the same thing. Because look at the popes, right, who really started all of this. and they worship the sun. You know what I'm saying? These are the devil worshippers here.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
brother, you cop
They
it
work-
out. Brother, you creating smoke screens so you can't deal with white supremacy, dude. That's what you're doing.
No,
You dealing with smoke screens, brother. That's keeping you from dealing with white supremacy, brother. All that the devil and the Pope and the Lord and bro, you trying to do anything and everything to stop dealing with white supremacy. I'm dealing with white supremacy. I'm not dealing with the devil. I'm not dealing with Esau. I'm not dealing with Moses. I'm not dealing with the Quran. I'm not dealing with the Bible. I'm dealing with white supremacy. That's what I'm focused on, because all that other stuff is going to keep you distracted. You feel me?
You don't have a choice but to deal with white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? But it's the root to this evil. You know what I'm saying? It's something deeper than white supremacy. Look at all of the things that they're doing across the world. You can't say that's not devilish.
So how do you do it? What you gonna do? You gonna pray it away? That what you trying to say?
Well, no. You gotta.
What's the
follow that
solution?
prayer with some
What's
action.
the solution?
You know what I mean?
Wait,
But we have to
brother,
realize there's something out there.
wait. What's the solution then? If it's it ain't really white supremacy and it's spiritual and it's religion, what's the solution?
Well, the solution is God, because the further we go away from God, the more straight and mankind as a whole goes.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? That's
and what
the
does
only
God
solution. Go back
what
to the
does
law of
God want you to do? God wants you to participate. What does God want you to do? Okay, if God is the answer, God is looking at you like, okay, what's your move? What do you want God to do?
Okay.
What is God going to do?
Going back to what I said. This going back
No,
to what I said.
no, brother. Answer my question directly. Don't jump all over the place. What is God supposed to do? Answer that question, brother. Answer that question, brother. What is God supposed to do?
God wants us to work as one community, right? God wants us to spend our money with each other. God wants justice. So if you want to replace white supremacy with a system of justice, then God's justice is the only system of justice that we should be trying to go by.
Right. Well, let's focus on group economics and group protection. Let's focus on that. That God is a given with us. That's a given. But to sit up when you start,
you can't beat the devil without God.
But the thing is, if God is a given, God is a given. We understand God. We pray and worship more than anybody. So we got God. So now God is looking at us like, okay, go ahead and get your group economic thing going.
Well, this is what I'm saying. You got to do it the right way. We can't praise God our own way. We got to praise God the way God says praise God. Then these things will start to work from us. Then you will start getting this spiritual protection.
So you saying
like
that? So we're not getting spiritual protection? Like how? What spiritual protection? How?
Well, this is the thing. Let me break it down to you real quick. And just research the Quran. I don't know if you have, but this is the thing. When God created each and every person, right, on the face of the earth, He put a devil, okay? Hear me. He put a devil, he assigned the devil to each and every person on the face of the earth. And the job for that devil is to be with you, to send you astray. And that devil was with you from when you born to the day you die.
How does this conquer white supremacy? How does this stop white supremacy?
Just let me finish. Let me finish my point. And the reason why God put a devil with us to send us astray, and this is why mankind is prone to so much evil, is so that the only solution that we would have to go to is God. And this is what it is. We got to follow them laws. That's why black people and Islamic, you know what I'm saying, is the most scrutinized in the media everywhere. It's black Islam.
Brother, that still sounds like a cop-out, brother. That just sounds like a cop-out. It's a way
I know how. Is it true?
It's not true, because you're going all over the place and you're still not dealing directly with systematic white supremacy. That's a smokescreen to get away from dealing with systematic white supremacy, because a lot of black folks just don't know how to do it. So we say we're just going to let God handle them. But God is looking at you like, I've given you the power to handle it yourself, but you just won't do it.
We can handle it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is we can't handle it by ourselves. You know what I mean? We got to go back to that law of God. That's the solution.
So what
right
you mean
there.
we
That's
can't? So what is God supposed to do? What is God supposed to do?
Well, this is the thing. You want God for protection. You know what I mean?
Protect
Because
how?
if you listen to,
Protect how, brother? You keep saying, you keep making these vague, ubiquitous comments. Protection.
Okay, well, this is
how? Protect how?
This is how. This is how with them blessings.
With
you know what I'm saying? Like I give you a perfect example that what we don't do in the black community, and it's coming back around to hurt us, because We disobey God. One is marriage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers and a lot of sisters don't want to get married. You know what I'm saying? Allah says in the Quran, right? If you get married, you sleep with your wife, you know what I'm saying? You will get blessings for having sex with your wife. Allah says in the Quran, you know what I'm saying? If you get married, you know what I mean? If you don't have a lot of money, He will provide for you so you can provide for your family. You know what I mean? Our bounty comes from God. God put it in people's hearts to hire residents, et cetera, et cetera. That's what we need.
Really?
Really. The Quran has never been proven wrong.
All right, man. Thanks for the call. All right, I got to get him off. This brother is just going to go and talk until he's blue in the face. I'm not going to let him go on. All right. This dude is just going to talk, quote scriptures, quote the Quran over and over again. Let me translate that. I'm scared to challenge white supremacy, so I'm going to pray my way up out of this. We just need to pray a little harder. It's sad when you have black men talking this weak bullshit. Women I can understand. Women I can't justify, but I can understand women. When you have grown-ass black men talking about we just need more blessings, we got to pray. The Lord is going to give us some protection because the devil and the Pope, these are scary-ass niggas hiding behind religion to cover up for the fact that they're scared to challenge systematic white supremacy. They're scared to say it. They're scared to challenge it. They're taking a weak, submissive, subservient position. Let me pray it away. He's trying to, it wasn't confusing. He was confusing himself. To me, it was going in one ear and out the other. It was a bunch of circular gibberish. Fake Hotep. He's quoting, he's hiding behind the Bible and the Quran. This dude, he's hiding behind all the books. That's really sad. This is why I see why a lot of sisters do not respect dudes. A lot of brothers no more. When you have brothers talking this scared, subservient, submissive, cowardly nonsense. See, that was, what's that? That was ignorant of me calling him a nigger. Okay, that must be you. Okay, that must be you. What he's talking is nigger shit. I'm not going to be cute and curt. No, that was nigger shit he was talking. Dre, don't get mad, brother. I know that's you, Dre. You were talking some subservient plantation nigger shit, which I'm not feeling, brother. I'm not going to pray my way out of it. God has given us all the tools we need to challenge systematic white supremacy. We just got to do it. We just got to do it. I'm not going to sit up and pray for some spiritual intervention. God has given us everything we need to get ourselves out of a situation that we're in. All that slave talk, you're back on the plantation. You're back on a plantation. This is why sisters don't respect these dudes no more. This is why sisters don't respect these dudes. Other groups, they ain't talking about the Bible and the Quran. They're operating from a position of power. You don't see Asians operating, talking about Buddha's gonna make it right. We just gonna have to wait on Buddha. You don't see that. You don't see the East Indians coming over here talking that. You don't see the Arabs coming over here. Even the Arabs who come over here, they don't be talking that, well, we're just going to have to let the Quran. No. Even these they ain't even the real Arab, but these Arabs that go into Detroit and all these places buying up all these things in the black community, they don't do that. Okay, look, I'm gonna go ahead and ban you, Dre, because now you sound stupid. Okay, I went on and banned Dre, but all these other groups, they're not talking all of this soft baked, we're gonna prey on it, coon logic. They go here. They come and they use their money and they use their resources and they get it popping. We got black men, and that's pathetic. Grown-ass black men talking about we gonna have to pray. We just need our blessings. And if I was a sister, I see why these sisters be side-eyeing you guys. Sisters be like, oh, fuck. You dig? If that's your route, brother, let me tell you something, even the black church, many early black churches, even they were more about business. A lot of them use code words. They use codes and they would use the church to hide a bunch of things they were doing for the community. But this is, again, the impact of us growing up in a society or having a whole generation of men raised by these women. You got a bunch of men, and I noticed this lately now, you got a lot of men coming of age because after 1967, 68, you had a lot of men being raised by women. So a lot of these men take on a lot of the feminine characteristics of their mothers and grandmothers. Grandma and ma, the answer for everything was to pray. Mom and grandma, they did their best, but as men, we took that and we transformed that into some tangible things that we can accumulate in real life. We took that, the prey on it, and we took that information from grandmother and mom as a way to nurture us and give us a nice little spiritual boost, but we still went out there and we got it in. Now you have dudes who are just sitting out there. You don't want to leave the nest. You sitting up with your mama and your grandma, hiding behind them with a Quran and a Bible in your damn hand. And that ain't the answer, brother. That ain't the answer. You got to get out here and put in work. God and Allah and Buddha and whoever you worship, they've given you everything you need to get out here and get it in. We can't have all this passivity coming along with the guys. Too many guys out here are passive. Too many guys out here are real passive. We can't have that. Let's see who else we got. What's up? Who's calling?
Hello?
Hey, who is this?
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Hey, I got in.
Yeah, you got in. What's your name, dear?
Oh, I follow you on Twitter. Sorry, I just got done working out.
Okay.
I follow you on Twitter. My name is Melly. I tweeted at you before, like a whole bunch of pictures of your books that I have.
Oh, okay. What's your name again?
Amelie.
Amelie?
Yeah, Amalie.
Let me see if you're on Twitter right now. You following me on Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Send me a tweet right now so I can see where you're at. Send me something. So where are you calling from, Amelie?
Minnesota.
Okay. Tweet me right now. Let me see where you're at. Now, what's on your mind?
Okay. It has nothing to do with the topic.
Okay.
But I was just wondering about. I was in a situation with a gentleman.
Okay.
And we were together for about 2 years. We were together for about 2 years, and I found out about another girl, and and I decided to contact her, and because I found her number, so I decided to contact her.
Uh-oh.
And when I did, she was talking to me, and we were talking about everything. I told her who I was, and she told me what was going on, and then I talked to him, and she talked to him too, because I called her on my own.
Okay. Now, how old is? Wait. Now, how old are you?
I'm 24.
And how old was the girl?
The girl is about 26.
Okay. And how long were you with your guy?
Like about 2 years.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So the girl at first was on my side, and then she switched. And she started covering for him. Like at first she was like, yeah. So at first she was, oh, that's wrong. He's such an asshole. Like, I can't believe it. He's fake. Da, da, da. Then I get off the phone with her, and I don't know if she talked to him or not. I come back, and the girl, like, completely switched. And she's, like, just covering for him, and she's, like, he's just my friend, and we never did anything.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't want to blow up the spot completely. So now, is he still dealing with her?
I don't know, but I'm not dealing with him.
Right. Now.
Yeah.
Now, what do you?
I know that she has a child.
She does?
Not that. Yeah, she does.
And was she white girl, black girl? What is she?
East African.
Oh, okay. Now, what are you?
I'm East African. I'm Somalian.
Okay.
I know. I heard your little podcast about, not podcast, but when you're making fun of the Somalia pirate. When you were making fun of him, that was, yeah.
I know some Somalians got mad. Somalians got mad at me because I was clowning that dude's teeth. I'm like, I didn't fuck that dude's teeth up. I mean, shit. You did?
I know. No, that was hilarious. I thought it was all in good fun. I thought it was really funny.
So the dude we're talking about, is he Somalian too?
No, he's African American. He's African American and Jamaican.
Okay. So y'all fight. Yeah. Okay. So he likes East African girls.
He likes Ethiopians. He likes Eritreans, Somalis, I guess, and mixed girls. Like that's more like his type.
That's his type.
I guess you could say.
So is there like a community over there in Minnesota that a lot of you girls live in, or I mean, what's the deal?
Yeah, there's Minnesota, like a whole bunch of Somalis.
Okay.
We're just everywhere, like
I see that.
Everywhere.
Cool. But you did just drop him. If he's doing all that, he doesn't seem like he's really ready to settle down, and he got females covering for him. And that's something you don't want to even get into. You can do your thing. You can do. What kind of work does the guy do?
He doesn't. I mean, he works. He doesn't. It's more like part time.
So you going through all this shit with a motherfucker now don't even have a full-time gig, and you going through all this shit, and you got to deal with some other broad. He's messing with a chick with a kid. The dude sounds kind of dusty.
No, I don't know. Like he is kind of dusty, but kind of not. Like,
but no, he's dusty, but you like his swag.
He always has money though.
He's dusty, but you like his swag. That's what it is.
No, like he always has money. He gets money though, so he doesn't work. Like he doesn't work as in like a job.
So, but he works part time. But he gives you money.
He used to, yeah.
Oh, what kind of money? Well, how much money was he giving you? Like, I mean, what?
I tweeted at you.
Okay, I want to see what you look like. So, what kind of money was he? What kind of bread was he dropping? You talking about he gives money?
Actually, you know what? Okay. When I first read your books, like I started noticing like a lot of traits that like he had. So I think that he was just a Mac in disguise. I don't know, because he used to hang out with all these older guys that were like in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and then they would play like dominoes, and I'm like, why are you hanging out with these old guys?
Yeah.
But
where are you, sweet? I can't see you. Where are you? Wait. I'm trying to see where you at. I don't see you on my Twitter.
I tweeted you. I said, "Hey, it's Melly."
I did not see it. Hold on, shit.
You want to do it again?
Yeah, do it again. I don't see it. Are you sure it's me?
Okay.
The right Twitter? You got, because there's some niggas catfishing me.
No. Okay, hold on, okay?
All right. I want to see what you look like now. They say he's a stripper. Somebody said he's a stripper. He's a dope boy.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, there you go. I see you, Melly. Let me see what Amelie's ass look like. Okay. Hold on, let me look at Amelie. Okay, Melly's cute. Okay, Melly looks all exotic. Look like a little Nefertiti. I see you. You only got is that you? You only got 11 people on your thing. You don't got too many followers. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not on Twitter that well. Like I'm not on Twitter that much, but I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know if you're on Facebook.
Okay, what your body look like? Cause you like some of y'all Somalian girls be having real cute faces, and your body be kind of SpongeBobish, but you got a beautiful face. What's your body look like?
Oh my god. No, my body is like, I'm more bottom heavy. Like
Okay.
I got like a lot of thighs. I got some butt. Like I do squats. I work out. My stomach is flat-ish. My stomach is flat.
Okay.
And then I'm like a 36D.
Oh.
Which is not, yeah, I'm
Oh.
kind of lacking.
Uh-oh.
I want to get that improved.
Yes.
I've been saving up some money.
Yeah, he should have sold some dope to get your titties. Shit. He should have been out there.
No, but actually, you know what happened though? In the beginning, he used to give me money and take me places.
Yeah.
And then, like, he switched on me. And then he started making me pay for everything.
Yeah.
And then the girl that I was talking to, he used to go over her house. And she told me that he used to go over her house and just basically, because she was living on her own, and just basically stay over there whenever he wanted. And she would give him money, and he would be like eating up all her kids' food, and just like, so he was living off me and the other girl.
Well, baby, okay, listen. First you said he got all this money. Now he's living off women. This nigga is dusty. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain dusty niggerish shit to you.
Okay.
Just because he's probably flashing some show money to y'all, like most of the money he's flashing, he has to give that back to some of the niggas he bought his dope from. So he's flashing you his re-up money. He's one of them, what we call them $300 drug dealers. All right? He gets like $300 worth of dope money, trick it off and flash it like he's really doing big things. Tear your ass up and then go ahead and mac up on this other chick with a kid. This nigga's doing some lazy, dirty macking, $300 drug dealing D-boy shit. You gotta upgrade. You're a cute chick. You don't need to be dealing with low budget niggas like that. I know there's not.
I'm not dealing with that no more.
Exactly.
I just wondered about it because I never had someone to do that to me, and then I just wondered.
Yeah, you got played. You got played. It's hard. It hurts getting played by a dusty nigga. That's the worst kind of play. You kind of lower yourself. You're like, fuck it. It's slim pickings out here. I'll lower myself and I'll rock with this little dusty $300 drug dealing nigga. Then this nigga start playing you. So you feel fucked up in the game a little bit. Just like with Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson, she said, I'm going to lower myself to be with Jermaine Dupri. And he out here fucking strippers and getting strippers pregnant. So she's like, let me stop and go get me a billionaire overseas somewhere and stop bullshitting.
And actually, speaking of that, so the new guy, I'm talking to this new guy.
Okay.
And this new guy that I'm talking to, it's a bit intimidating for me because he's 23, he's like a year younger, but not really a year younger, like a couple of months younger. But he comes from money. Like his family has money, his mama has money, his daddy has money, and he lives in like a really nice part of town where I don't live in. Okay. And that's like, and I don't know how I feel about him because he went to like private school and he went to like nice like schools. And
he a black guy? He a black guy too?
Yeah, he is. He's actually biracial.
Okay.
Black and white.
Okay, well, you shouldn't be intimidated by that. I mean, no, you got your shit together. I mean, you working. Do you work right now?
Yeah, I do. I work.
Okay, well, yeah, you just keep doing your thing. Don't be intimidated. Just be the best person you can be. Be a fair-minded person. And if the guy can appreciate that, he can rock with that. He can upgrade you if he needs to upgrade you. You feel me?
Okay, because I read The Art of Gold Digging, and
yes,
and it says in there it was talking about lackeys. So I kind of think the new guy that I'm talking to, I kind of think he fits that profile.
Okay. Well,
he's not that ambitious.
Oh, okay.
But his parents have, like his family has achieved so much.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just because somebody's mom and dad is balling out, don't mean he's going to automatically ball out because he might be irresponsible, might be a weed head or whatever, and they might not let him get access to that paper. So don't count his mom and daddy's money. All right, let's be very clear on that. And I got footage of the new guy too. This is how he's supplementing his income. Is this your new guy right here? Hold on. Old dude had some handwork, didn't he? My dude had the handwork going on. My nigga was getting it in. Hey, man, don't hate on that dude. That dude was handy capable. Don't hate on him. She looks good. Yeah, her ass looks good. I saw her pictures of what's her name? I forgot her name. Hit me up on Facebook. Let me see your Facebook page. The young lady who just called, hit me up on Facebook. Send me a message on Facebook. Send me a direct message on Facebook so I can see what's popping. He said, nigga, bow-legged and lean. Why y'all, Mr. Fink said he moves like a penguin. That's fucked up. Capital said he was a life-size gummy dancer. You niggas are cold. Amel, yeah, Mel is cute. I'm gonna hook Amel up. I'm gonna make a love connection with Amel. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna get some love connections going on for the family. They said, how you sag when you're 2 feet tall? Harlem said, why is he sagging? He can sag too. He got him some little Baby Gap khakis. Man, let my man sag. Man. Yeah, Mel is cute. Mel is cute. I gotta hook Mel up. Anyway, y'all, let me get some music going for the family. Let me get up out of here. Hey, don't forget, everybody, Hidden Colors 3 coming to theaters June 26th. Share the link on your page, family. Everybody share that link on your page. Go to YouTube. I put the link up. Let me see if I got the link again. Let me put the link back up. The Hidden Colors 3, The Rules of Racism. Let me put the link. Let me give y'all the link one more time for the family. What? For the family who don't have it. Let me give y'all that link. Share it with everybody, family. Share that link all over your page. Let the word get out that this movie is coming, man. Real good game, and we got to fight the coon train that's out there. The coon train is heavy. And we're going to get the music going on tonight, man, so y'all can still stay in the chat room and chop up gang among yourselves, family. So I will holler at you guys on this Wednesday show. And stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.